Okay, this gonna be part one of what if Naruto was a prodigy. This is a new what if. Okay, now we go to the beginning of Naruto. Well, Naruto's birth. Now we see a red-haired woman as she is in labor. That she then, gives birth to her beautiful son. A boy with blonde hair, 3 whiskers, and blue eyes. Now, as the woman starts holding her baby, as the doctor gave it to her, she remarks on calling him, just think about a name for him. But then a masked man showed up and, took Naruto after killing some of the doctors. He then held Naruto hostage, requesting that Minato, the fourth Hokage, give up the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki. Minato refuses. Minato then uses his flying Raijin to surprise the enemy and attack him. But the enemy knew that Minato had this up his sleeve, so he put a paper bomb on Naruto's, blanket that he was wrapped in. Minato noticed the paper bomb in time and unwrapped Naruto from the blanket and threw the blanket away as the blanket explodes. Now, Minato notices that Kushina is gone. Minato then flying right into his home, placing Naruto inside the crib. He then flying right back to where the Kyuubi at. As the masked man, lets the Kyuubi go after unsealing it from Kushina. Now, the masked man and Minato get into an intense battle. But Minato comes out victorious after tricking the masked man and slamming a Rasengan inside his back, damaging the masked man a lot. The masked man then disappears into a swirling vortex. Now, Minato then, flying rises back to Kushina, seeing that she had the Kyuubi extracted from her, and the Kyuubi is currently going on a rampage. Minato then, stops the Kyuubi, and Kushina then uses her Uzumaki chains to hold down the Kyuubi. Minato then flying rises back to his house and picks up Naruto, which they did not name yet. He then brings Naruto back to where Kushina is, and they seal 100% of the Nine Tails inside of Naruto. I ain't gonna give him like half, I'm gonna give him the 100%. How? Because I'm gonna say he has a little bit more chakra than he do with Canyon. You're gonna know why in a little bit. This coming out of, this was, what's called, Wattpad thing I saw. I forgot which one it was, but if I remembered, I would give it credit for what it did. So, Naruto gets 100% of the Kyuubi. And, after the fourth Hokage comes and sees Minato dead, and Kushina still alive for a little while. Kushina then names Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Senju. With, the third Hokage, Hiruzen, being shocked that this baby is a Senju. Or going with what most people believe that Tsunade is Kushina's mother. So, the fourth Hokage takes Naruto in. Raised Naruto with. He didn't raise Naruto. He gave, Naruto had the same life he did as in canon till he was 4. When Naruto was 4, he met a man, an old man. This old man talked to old Naruto. This not the fourth Hokage. It's just an old man, like somebody. This old man talked to Naruto and says, so you must be Naruto Uzumaki, huh? Well, you're not a demon fox as I can see it. You look nothing like it. Well, it don't matter anyway. I'm here to grant you some knowledge about the shinobi world and what you need to do to become a great ninja. So this old man teaches Naruto some things like there's a cycle of hatred going around Naruto. I'm pretty sure you can see it. Everyone hates you, right? And most of the villagers hate the Uchiha. They hate people. So one day I want you to break this cycle of hatred. The old man tells Naruto that. He also tells Naruto, you can't, change everyone, so don't try. Just the ones you think that you can change. But the people you think that are too far gone, don't try to change. There's only a certain amount of people that you can't change in the world. You can't change everyone. Because everyone is different. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this now. I don't remember no jutsu from Naruto. I only remember a little bit, none of them. So if I make up my own jutsu, just bear with me. So the old man tells Naruto this, and then he tells him, I'm gonna give you some scrolls. I want you to practice on these scrolls. And then I want you to go out to the world and travel and get stronger by fighting ninjas, animals, and things like that. So Naruto listens to what the old man says. I'm gonna give Naruto all 5 chakra natures. So the old man gives Naruto some scrolls, water style, wind style, fire style, lightning style, earth style. But first the old man, teaches Naruto how to manipulate his chakra. So Naruto, learns how to manipulate his chakra, but then, he spent like a month, which he gets the tree walking pretty easily. Then he gets the water walking. Now, this son, the old man, teaches Naruto like how to control his chakra to like finest of degrees. He spent a month, training chakra. How? Well, the old man gave Naruto a toothpick. He told Naruto to put his chakra inside the tooth to pick. And then the old man gave Naruto like a rock that's off balance. So it's always going to be like it's falling off the toothpick. So what Naruto has to do is he has to put the right amount of chakra to balance the rock on the toothpick. And every time he, balances it, 2 days later, the old man gives him a bigger rock. And the rock that's more off balance. So Naruto does that for a month. So his chakra control is very, very good. So Naruto practice on these, jutsus, like, fireball jutsu, water style, water shockwave, water style, things like that. Water style, water jet, earth style, mud wall, earth style, mud wave, lightning style, lightning bolt, lightning style, lightning shock, wind style, great breakthrough, wind style, gale palm, things like that. And Naruto sometimes even mixes the jutsus to make his own Kekkei Genkai, which he can't copy Kekkei Genkai, but he can make his own. Like he can make like ice style by making it, but he ain't copying what the other people doing. He making just ice and manipulated it to whatever he wanted to be. So like he make lava style out of earth and fire. He just making lava. Combustion out of lightning and earth, making explosions. So that's what Naruto does, because I'm making Naruto smart in this one. He don't have photographic memory, but he has perfect memory. So Naruto also learns how to use kunai and shurikens and a sword, a short sword. Now, Hiruzen sees Naruto training one day. He sees that Naruto is pretty good. Naruto is actually a prodigy. Now, Naruto goes up to Hiruzen because Naruto knows that Hiruzen is the third Hokage. He asks Hiruzen, can he go on? Can he leave the village for 8 years? So Hiruzen tells Naruto no, but Naruto keep persisting that he can do it by himself. Hiruzen finally lets him say fine, but Naruto don't know. Hiruzen actually puts somebody to watch over Naruto to make sure he don't die. So Naruto goes out of the village. He packs a bag with a little bit of clothes, and he don't pack no money, but he just packs clothes, ninja tools, Then he leaves. Now, during those 8 years, Naruto training, more on his chakra control and things like that. Naruto knows Sharingan Jutsu, so he also knows the secret to Sharingan Jutsu. Make Sharingan, he get the experience and memory of the Sharingan. So what Naruto does, he goes around, he fights rogue ninjas, getting his, his training up. This also helps him through, certain things that he needs to remember. Never let his guard down, that helps everything like that. He gets his taijutsu up and things like that. Getting better and better at certain things. He fight animals too. And Naruto just spent his time, 8 years training away from the leaf. Naruto gets very strong, then he comes back when he's 12. Now Hiruzen, noticed that Naruto came back. Naruto, when he came back, he had longer hair. Since Naruto didn't, cut his hair is very long. But still pointy, Now during this time, Naruto also became friends with Kurama, the nine-tailed fox. After Naruto exhausted his chakra once he met him. Now since the Nine Tails has both sides, the Nine Tails neutral. He don't mess with Naruto chakra, and he don't, try to take over his body. But he don't try to help Naruto. Naruto meets Nine Tails one day. Naruto says, "Oh, so you're the Nine-tailed fox that everyone, scared about in the village." Kurama says, "Yes, I am." Naruto says, "Well, you don't seem like you're that angry or you hate humans. So why does everyone, hate you?" Kurama taken aback by this. Kurama says, "Cause I attacked your village." Naruto says, "Why you did it?" Kurama says, "Cause I was controlled and made the fort, and I was forced to attack the village." "Well, then you didn't do it." Kurama, I was taken back because Naruto said that. "What do you mean I did do it?" Naruto says, "No, you're forced to do it. Being forced to doing something and not doing something are two different things. So, it's not your fault. It's whoever forced you to do it." Kurama says, "I like you, kid. You're pretty smart." Naruto says, "I get that a lot. So, why are you inside of me?" "Because the fourth Hokage sealed me inside of you." "Oh, okay. Can I release you?" Kurama says, "You can open this gate, but if you release me, if I leave your body, you will die." Naruto says, "Okay. Well, can I open the gate then?" "Well, you need the key." "No." Kurama says that to Naruto. Naruto says, "What key?" "The key to open this gate." "Well, can I release the seal so you can move around freer?" "I don't know, kid. Try." So Naruto tried to release the seal. Then Minato grabs Naruto and said, "You can't do that." Naruto says, "Oh, it's the fourth Hokage. Hello, sir. Why are you inside my mind?" for Hokage, Minato says, because I put my chakra inside you, the seal, to make sure you wouldn't open it unless you're ready. Naruto says, I am ready. Why can't I open it then? Minato says, I don't trust the QB. Naruto says, why not? He seems like a pretty nice guy. Minato looks at the QB. The QB just lands on his back. He moves his head up and looks at Minato and said, oh, what up, Yellow? And he says, what's up, Yellow? Just messing around. Minato dumbfounded, but when he just saw the knight just land on his back, his tail swinging around, he just got his head land on his arms, and just called him Yellow. Minato says, the cube is evil. No, he's not. Naruto says, no, he's not. He was forced to attack the village by what he said was Maru Uchiha. Minato shocked because he thought Maru Uchiha died during the fighting with Hashirama Senju. But that happened. Minato says, fine, I will open this gate, but do not try to take over Naruto's body. Naruto then asks, how do you know my name? Minato then says, you'll learn that in due time. So Minato disappears, and the gate is open. Now Naruto changes, the place that he's living in. His mind escaped from a sewer to like a field with grass, other animals, a lake, a forest, a mountain, a place like that. Just the overall like heaven. It looks like that. They got clouds, they got the sun. It can rain if Naruto wants it to, but so Naruto says, here you go, QB. Or Nine Tails. By the way, what's your name? Nine Tails says, my name, kid, is Kurama. Naruto says, oh, okay. My name is Naruto. That you already know. So, I'll see you later. As Naruto gets out his mind escape. Now, that was when Naruto was like 9. So, Naruto come back to the village when he's 12, He meets with the, third Hokage. He says, Lord Third, I'm back from, my trips when I was, my 8-year trip. Third Hokage can see that Naruto was stronger. This is overall aura that he gives off. Now, Naruto goes back to the academy because, he has to take the exam to see if he passed and get on the team or not. So, Naruto inside the academy, people don't know who Naruto is. They don't know who Naruto is because, he left when he was 4. Nobody remembers Naruto. So, everyone take the exam. Naruto, they call Naruto. The shadow clone, Naruto passed. The clone jutsu, Naruto passed using the shadow clone. The transformation, Naruto transforms to the 4th Hokage. Because Naruto saw him before, so Naruto knows what he looks like. During the kunai, Naruto gets first place above Sasuke, even in the Uchiha. All of them hit. He even bounced some off some of them, doing the Uchiha like style, shuriken throw. Now, Naruto passed, he get his headband, which is a black headband. He ties it around his arms. He ties around his head, forehead, like he do a candy. Oh yeah, Naruto, he wears black. He don't wear this bright orange because, I change him up a little bit. He knows orange ain't good for like stealth. Yeah, I still got to delete the videos that's go with it. So, Naruto gets placed on the same team with, Sasuke and Sakura, because he is technically the dead last. So they wait for next day. They waiting to see who the team they on. Haruka so starts saying teams. It went on the same team they is in canon, which I can't seem to remember what numbers the teams are, but I know exactly who team they is. So he calls out the first team, which is Rock Lee, Neji Hyuga, and Tintin on the same team with Guy Sensei. Hinata, Kiba, and Shino on the same team with Kurenai. Yeah. I hurt. Choji, Shikamaru, and Ino on team with Asuma. And Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke on the team with Kakashi. Everyone, their teams come, Johnny and leader come and picks them up. Team 7, the only one that's left there, waiting a long time. Naruto don't pull a prank on, Kakashi like he doing Candy. Kakashi gets there, sees everyone, says, first impression of them, they're all boring, gets to the roof. Naruto body flickers up there. Kakashi do too. Kakashi is surprised that this kid knows the body flicker. Sasuke and Sakura also surprised that Naruto is so fast. So everyone gets up to the roof. Kakashi, do the same thing he doing Cannon. What are your goals, your likes, your dislikes? Says his dislikes and goals like you doing Cannon. My goals, none of your business. My dislikes, my likes, that's also none of your business. My name, Kakashi Hatake. So everyone goes, my name, Sakura says the same thing she do in Cannon. Stupid Sakura. Useless. But I'm not gonna hold her. I'm just giving some good things. Even though it pains me, I have to. You know what? I could just leave her. No, she said the same thing she do in Cannon, which I'm not gonna say. Sasuke said the same thing he do say Cannon, because the Uchiha Massacre still happen. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. My goal, it's not a goal, I'm gonna make it a reality. And that's to kill Itachi Uchiha. He says that Kakashi thinking to himself, it's the Edge Lord. And he says, my likes, my dislikes are, I like training and tomatoes, which I did not know that Sasuke liked tomatoes. And all the things that he do like. Dislikes, he tell him his dislikes. Now Naruto, he go up. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes, none of your concern. My dislikes, well, that's what I need to know. And my goal, well, nobody needs to know that. Sakura says, you didn't even tell us nothing about yourself. Naruto says, you don't need to know. Kakashi says, whatever. Meet me on Training Field 7 tomorrow at 3 a.m. No, set at 10 a.m. He body flicker away. Naruto walks away, goes home. And he said, don't eat. Naruto walks away. He goes home and goes to sleep. After doing some training, he goes to sleep. Naruto, wake up the next day. He eat because he can't take down his own need unless he eats. So everyone gets back to the training field. Sakura Sasuke already there. Naruto rolls up. He climbed. He just walked straight up the tree. He wasn't even climb it. They wonder how the hell, how is he doing that? And he just sit right there, wait for Kakashi to come. But he shot his eyes closed. But he currently talking to the QB. The QB like telling him something about like certain things. Like he asked the QB, "Hey QB, I heard something about there's other tail beasts. What are their names and how many are there?" QB says there are 8 others besides me, which I don't remember their names too. I was just gonna call them by their tails. The ones I do remember the names to, I'm gonna say there's the 1 tail, Shikaku, 2 tails, which I don't know, 3 tails, 4 tails, Son Goku, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails, 8 tails, Yuki, I think that's what his name is, and then there's me. I'm sorry that I don't know none of the tail beast names, because I don't pay attention to that kind of information. So Naruto says cool. Then, after a couple of hours, Kakashi showed up. Kakashi can see that, Sakura and Sasuke look hungry. But Naruto looks, good. He don't look like nothing happened to him. Then Kakashi says, we're going to be doing something called the belt test. Sakura yells out that you're late. Kakashi don't say nothing. So we're going to be doing something called the belt test. You have to get this bell for me by the end of the day. Then he says start. Everyone ducks off to the bushes. Sakura and Pink, like always, you can't blend in with that. But Naruto knows what this test about. So he rushes over to where Sasuke is. He says, hey, you, Sasuke, team up with me. We can't not defeat a Jonin by ourselves. Sasuke says, yeah, right. I bet I can defeat him on my own. Naruto says, no, you will lose. Team up with me. Sasuke says, no. And then he goes away. Naruto tried to ask Sakura, but Sakura says, no, I don't want to kill my own Sasuke. So Naruto gives up. So he just sits back and watch as they do. They try to fight. Kakashi, he coming up with a plan. He makes this plan so after Sakura gets put in Genjutsu, Naruto attacks Kakashi. He sends 2 shadow clones at Kakashi. They got kunai in the hand. They try to swipe at Kakashi. They do swipe at him, but Kakashi dodges. When the clone blows up, shocking Kakashi and sending him, tumbling a little bit, but he gets back to his feet. Only to notice that a foot came and kicked him right in the face, sending him back. Then another Naruto came out of nowhere and elbowed him in the back. Kakashi spitting up a little bit, spit, even though he got a mask on, so it's just inside his face. And then Naruto, during this time, Naruto took the bells, transformed 2 rocks into bells, and puts it on, Kakashi's belt. Then Naruto, disappears into like the forest. Kakashi was shocked that that kid just did that to him. He don't notice that the bells were fake yet. So Kakashi, fighting Sasuke, he beat him up, and then, Sakura and Sasuke get tied to the post because they got caught. And Naruto comes out after Kakashi says the exam is over with. Kakashi said, you all fail. Naruto says, nope, I passed. Then Kakashi said, nope, you didn't get a bell. Then Naruto says, look again. Kakashi looks down at his bells, then they turn it to rocks. Kakashi says, look in shock, says, how? Naruto, shows the real bells and says, when I elbowed you in the back, I took the bells and then I transferred 2 rocks into look like your bells. But I already know the real purpose of this exam was teamwork, but they didn't try to use teamwork on me, so I just did it myself. Kashi's extra shocked that he knew the real purpose of this. Kashi says, okay, fine. You passed. But these two still failed, so I'll give you guys a second chance. Kashi tied him to the post and gives Naruto food, which Naruto don't need. Naruto just sitting there, working on chakra control. Naruto didn't ask, Sasuke's stomach then growls. Naruto says, you want to eat something? Sasuke says, no. And then Sakura's stomach, growls, what about you? She says, no. Naruto says, if you don't, you will fail if you fight him again on the empty stomach. So they think about it, they think it over. They say, fine. Naruto feeds them both. Kakashi throws up and says, you all pass. He explains the thing that he said again. Those who abandon the rules are scum. Those who break the rules are scum. But those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. So, they do their missions, those D-rank missions for, a little while. Now, they barge into the Hokage's office. Naruto, he's just, sitting regularly because he knows that these missions to help them on their teamwork. Sasuke, screams at the third Hokage, not screams, he asks the third Hokage if he can have a higher rank mission. Third Hokage, what about you, Naruto? Do you feel the same way? It doesn't really matter to me. What about you, Sakura? Yes, we want a higher mission. Kashi says, just sitting there. So, third Hokage says, fine, I'll give you a higher mission. I'll give you a C rank. Protect the bridge builder by the name of Tadzuna. So, Tadzuna comes in. He says, these little brats are going to protect me. None of them even look capable. Which Naruto ain't short. Because he had a good diet. He didn't eat ramen all his life. So, he talk about them. Naruto don't say nothing because he really don't care. And then they basically get ready for the mission. They go the next day. They go to the gate. Kakashi says that we have to move at civilian pace. Because they protecting Tadzuna, and Tadzuna not a ninja. So, the tip for this one is Naruto X Ino. Naruto X Ino, because I just want to. Don't judge, don't ask. Ino got a fancy for Naruto. So, they start the mission. They traveling. And, the Demon Brothers come out of nowhere, but Naruto reacts in time and cuts both of them down. Killing them instantly. Well, not instantly. He kills one of them, but leaves the other one alive. And he says, what is your name? Why are you attacking this bridge builder? And, who hired you to attack him? Or something like that. Then, he gives up the information that a man by the name of Gato is hired them to kill Tadzuna from making the bridge. They get the information. Kakashi asks, do y'all want to turn back? Because this is proven to be a higher rank mission than it's supposed to be. Everyone says no. Naruto says, we're seeing this mission through the end. Tadzuna thanks them because, if he get that bridge made, then his village can get income and, food and things like that. Get a trading, route. Move it up ahead. The boat. They go across the river. Why keep coming on? They get across the river and things happen like that. Then they come. Then a thick mist comes in, and then Tazuma comes. Not Tazuma, Zabuza. Kakashi tells that when the Naruto pulls down Tazuna, then a giant blade going across their heads. It sticks into a tree, and then from that tree there's Zabuza. Zabuza says, Zabuza don't say nothing. Then Kakashi gets up and says, Zabuza Momochi. Then Zabuza says, Kakashi has the K of the Sharingan. The copy ninja. Mr. Worldwide over here. Sasuke heard that. Which means Sharingan. Kakashi and Zabuza start fighting. They fight and go more like they do in canon. And then, Kakashi get trapped into a water prison. Sasuke and Naruto come up with a plan. Naruto asks what kind of jutsu Sasuke can use. Sasuke says he can use fireball jutsu. Naruto, says I can use wind style jutsu. So they come up with a plan to use the fireball. So they do something like they do in canon. That giant shuriken. They throw it on him. Naruto turns to another shuriken, hiding in the shadow of that shuriken. Sasuke, shoots a fireball. Naruto uses great breakthrough, one-shot great breakthrough. Making the fireball a lot stronger. Zabuza uses water dragon. Just dismisses the fireball. But then the giant shuriken thing flies at him, but he dodges it. The other one dodges barely because he didn't really see it. He blocks it with his sword. And then Naruto transforms and throws kunai at him. What's that? And Zabuza had to move out the way. Then Kakashi says, thanks, I'll take it from here. He pulls up his showing his shirt, Sharingan. Then, he start copying Zabuza's moves, Then, he used water dragon when, Zabuza used water dragon, knocking Zabuza out. But then kunai flies and presumably killing, Zabuza. Then Haku comes down, saying, a tracking ninja comes down, which they don't know the name of, saying, thank you, I've been, tracking Zabuza for a while. He has hidden and missed secrets, so I will be taking him. Now, Kakashi, notices that, Zabuza is still alive because that's not how Anbu handled things, because, Kakashi was in the Anbu. They eliminate the target on the spot. So Kakashi is still, exhausted. They take him down to Tazuna house. Now this one will lead us off. Thank you for watching, and I'll post the next part in a little while.